afternoon, folks. It's your girl, Liza Soler. Today is Friday. You already know what it is. I have a great, talented, and amazing friend. He's one of the funniest comedians I know, Jett Wilson. He's currently cooking up a nice plate of breakfast for us today. So,
Yes,
thank you so much. I appreciate it for coming on the show today, taking time out. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. I'm having a very good day. You know me, you talk a lot about a lot of different stuff. Anyways, this is one of my good days.
I see
I'm
that. I
just
saw
cooking.
you at
I'm
a.
making breakfast though.
Yeah, I see that. What you got on the menu today?
Today I got eggs, grits, and turkey bacon for all my vegans out there because everybody
Well,
don't eat pork.
technically, that's not vegan, but
Oh,
for
I mean, for my non-pork eaters, people that don't eat pork, I'd be like, oh, you a vegan? And I eat steak. Yeah, but you don't eat pork. You give me vegan
I love
vibes.
that. Already cracking the jokes. Already cracking the jokes, not even knowing.
Like you don't eat pork. Oh, you a vegan? No, I'm not a vegan. I just don't eat pork.
So you
Yeah, you a
vegan if you
vegan.
don't eat pork.
Yeah, if you don't eat
Okay.
pork, you vegan to
Note
me.
to self. No, note to
Better
self.
eat some pork, girl. Put some little pork in your body.
I honestly used to eat pork when I was younger a lot. And then my dad
Then
has a
I got
history of heart problems. So, he cut
oh
pork out of his life. So then, but you know what? I have my stepmom's Haitian, and man, she could cook some pork chops and some griot. And
what
I'm
what
like, I don't know. I don't
what is
know,
your
bro.
dad? What is your dad?
My dad's Honduran. And
Oh, he married a Haitian.
yeah.
What was a Honduran doing in Haiti?
First of all, my dad actually is a soccer coach. You're gonna see a show of him later. I'm gonna have an interview with my pops. He actually was a professional soccer player,
Okay,
in his
but can he
country.
but can he fight though? You already know what's up with me.
My dad
So
watches these videos, right? Because he's proud
do
of
your
his daughter.
do your do your trainers
He's
watch this
also
video?
some of them do, some of them too.
Yeah, what's up, y'all boys?
Oh God. So me that's gonna be something we bring up later in the show. Cause you already know that's like a little beef that me and him have. Like we're constantly like, yo, you don't got no hands. And then he
Yeah.
tells me I don't got no hands. I'm like, nah. I got hands over here. I don't
And you
know
be telling
about
some
over there.
my trainers, I be like, girl, I whoop you and your trainers ass. Like all of them. And you be like, well, I
He's
got some
calling
real
y'all
trainers.
out. He's calling you guys out. Oh shit.
No,
We
I
gotta
just
set
talking
up
shit.
we're gonna set up a nice little ring for me and
No,
you. And then
I'm just talking shit. You know I gotta
yeah,
talk shit to you, dog.
yeah. Every time. Never
Yeah, I gotta
fails.
talk shit to you, bro. Come on. It won't be right if I ain't get on here and say that to you. Something be missing. I feel
Oh
like I ain't
my
say everything I want
God.
to say.
You are.
Uh-huh.
And that's why this show is just what I'm doing. I want to connect with my people. You are one of my people,
One of you.
honestly.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
You're one of my people. I freaking love you and I support everything you do.
You
So,
always do.
so let's see. Let's get the people that I know get to know you a little bit more. So how did you come up with the name Jett Wilson?
Well, people always said that I look like famous Jet Jackson, so they
Yeah,
started calling me Jet in like middle school, and
yeah.
then when I got
Part way.
older, yeah, part way. So then when I got older, I was like, yo, I really do like the name Jet. When I started doing stand up, I at first I was just going by Jet itself, but
Yeah.
the older I got, I burnt my bacon on your live video by the
Oh
way.
no. It's
Yeah,
not burnt, it's crispy. That's what
it's
I always
crispy.
say. That's what I say to
Yeah,
my family.
yeah.
Not
But
burnt, guys. Just a little crisp.
when I got older though, I wanted to add a name like a last name to it, and
Yeah.
I love my grandmother, rest in peace to Rosa Wilson, and I was like, damn, I could just add my grandma last name to my name, and I can carry my grandma name and still build for my last name Wilson. My That's not my real last name, but it's just like I love that side of my family, and I love the last name, and it just hit so hard with
Yeah.
with my name.
Well,
So
honestly, I think it suits you.
yeah, I
So
think it suits me too. I really do like that. I really do like the vibe it gives me. It's like
yeah.
a superhero. You feel me?
A comedian superhero. I love it.
It's like the neighborhood superhero. You feel me?
It's
Neighborhood.
true. Honestly, you are because
Yeah.
you've done so many things for the community as well. You've provided masks. hand sanitizer during the coronavirus. I've seen you and how much you like to give back to the
Yeah.
community, and that's
Nah,
one of the things I really do like about you, as not only like a human but like as a strong man. And
yeah.
so you're
Thank
being an
you.
example to the
Yeah.
community out here.
And by the way, I
um
don't. It's not like I have a lot to give the community to where it's like I'm just like some rich guy that got it. But I have a really good support system in comedy, and I have a really strong following, and I just use that to help me be able to provide for those people when I did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't want nobody to watch this video and be like, oh, he's successful. He provided masks for the whole neighborhood. Like, no, it's not even that. It's just that there's people that want to do that, but they rather just sit back and do it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be in the light that's to say they did it, or they doing something like that. So I just
right.
try
I
my
mean,
best to
I don't think it's
I
how
try,
much you give. I just think it's the action of giving that people appreciate.
yeah,
But I mean, there are people that are more concerned about how much, but honestly, you've probably, somebody's gonna remember this moment, that
yeah,
moment in time.
no,
Oh,
no,
I
most,
remember
most,
when Jet was giving out masks and stuff at his comedy shows, making sure everybody was safe.
no,
And
most definitely,
yeah, that's
most,
2020, man. 2020 has been a strange year for sure.
yeah.
Um,
I was in traffic one time. This was after I did the face mask giveaway.
yeah.
I was in Broward and I was in traffic, and this lady pulled up on me with her son, and they were looking in the car, and I was like, and I was jamming. I was listening to music, and I let the window down, like more, and I was like, yeah, that's that lucky day. And they was like, no, we ain't talking about it. They was like, you got to get away the face mask, right? And I was like, yeah. And they was like, oh yeah, thank you. And I was like, oh shit, like I'm thinking they talk about the music I'm playing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Which I love Lucky Day
it
too. He's awesome.
yeah, I'm thinking they talk about the music I'm saying, but it just goes into what you said, like somebody gonna remember this, you doing that to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the little things, man. It's the little things too.
Yeah, yeah. People not really big on stuff like that. Like they really appreciative. People don't know this though, but a lot of people really do appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? They appreciate us, the people that we are. So
Yeah.
the people don't be understanding that you gotta appreciate you. That's another conversation. Me and you start talking. I be forgetting that we really
We're on the
look.
show right now. We're trying to keep
Yeah,
this under 30 minutes.
yeah, yeah. Cause me,
We can
me and
talk
you
for
will be on
hours.
the phone, but me, you done spent hours on the phone just talking about real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. You gotta
Talking
kick
about
it
real life.
back. You gotta kick it back. Be real.
Yeah,
Who
we
else? Who
definitely,
else are you gonna be real with? You know what I'm
you
saying?
know, we definitely talk about a lot of real shit. So I definitely appreciate you for being them conversations for me. But this is your
Right,
podcast.
back to me, man. Leave me
Yeah, like
alone.
I'm
Shit.
sorry. I'm just been talking about you. Like,
Let me get back to
yeah,
me.
yeah, sorry. I just missed talking to you. It's been a long time. So what's
How's
up?
that turkey for the vegans out here?
For the vegans, this turkey is looking pretty crispy. This thing looking too crispy.
Oh
It's looking too. The
my
eggs
god.
looking good though. The eggs looking good.
All right, whip it up. So how long have you been doing comedy?
I am 32 years old. The first time I got on stage, I tell everybody it was like 16 years old, but I must have been. I don't know, between 16 and 17. I remember being in high school and sneaking out to doing stand up with my cousin. We used to steal my
Yeah.
mama car. Yeah, we used to steal my mama car and go. And I used to go tell jokes. My cousin would drive, and I would get in there and tell jokes. One time I had got booed, and I
Oh
was like
no.
7. Yeah, and I was like
Oh.
17. I went
What
to
was
this
the
comedy.
joke that they
I was
put
talking
you
about
at?
this. I was talking about this chef. The chef had on the tank top,
Oh.
and he was cooking. And I was
Ew.
like, man, and I was like, hey man, who the fuck about to eat this shit? This nigga got on the tank top and here cooking. Nigga, go put a shirt on. And nigga was like, man, shut up and tell your jokes. I was like, oh shit.
Oh my gosh, chef. What an a-hole.
Yeah, he
Whoever you
said,
are out there.
yeah. He said, shut up and tell your jokes. And I was like, man, damn, okay, let me just shut my ass up and
What
no,
city was
this is in
that?
Fort Lauderdale.
Of course.
Of course,
It's
Lauderdale
tough
gonna tell
out
you.
there. It's tough out
Of
there.
course, Lauderdale gonna tell you to shut up and tell your jokes. But yeah, I've been doing stand up for like I've been doing stand up for like 16 years, 17 years, 16, yeah, 16, 17 years, either of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I've never been as consistent as I was until now.
I've seen you've gone through your phases, but
Yeah,
I feel like you
sometimes I
never
sit
give
down.
up.
Yeah, I
I,
never give up.
you never
That
give
was
up.
one.
Yeah, I've seen you for many years. I mean, I went to middle school and high school with you. So but honestly, you are a comedian. There's nobody that can take that label away from you. You're
Yeah.
well established in with that role, and honestly, I feel like this is just the beginning for you. Do you feel like growing up in Broward played like a major influence on like the comedic topics that you say during your shows?
Um. Oh wow, good question.
Mm,
I would say that the experience gave me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like just the whole growing up in Lauderdale experience, it taught me that like like what you just said, like you never give up. Like you always going, and I'm always going because that's what I was around. That's what I grew up around, people that just never gave up. So
Yeah.
growing up in Broward, if it taught me anything, it just taught me just to be myself wherever I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's my biggest advantage. I'm always myself. I'm very much so outspoken, very well spoken. Um, I don't let nobody else topic or what make them feel uncomfortable make me stop talking about what I want to talk about. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like I just try my best just to be me. So yeah, Broward definitely taught me how to just be me. Like we from Florida anyways, we accept it worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Oh, you're
Florida
from
boys,
Miami,
like
but they just relate us to Miami though.
yeah, I mean, but
We're like,
we
oh,
South, yeah, we South Florida though. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
we
I
from the
do stick
bottom.
out. Like I live over here at Wesley Chapel, and I honestly feel like I stick out, like a sore thumb. Like I am very Broward. There's no like erasing that off the map.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you could tell you're different, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
good different though. It's a good different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you give me a water?
This is the real Rodney, guys. This
Yeah.
is
This is
100%. Good
this is
morning.
all me right now. Like this is what I do. Like you feel me? Like
This is what happens when I talk to you on a regular, basically.
yeah. I'm always cooking. I'm always moving. I always got something going on. But I'm gonna sit down and
Yeah,
have breakfast with you and talk to you.
that's okay. I'm all
Sit
right
down.
with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and talk to
Um,
you for a couple minutes this morning.
I appreciate that.
Let
Appreciate
me get
that.
all my materials in place. Breakfast with Liza. Liza
Hit
with
with
a Z.
a Z. There you go. There you
I'm sorry. Can you see
go.
me? Okay,
You're
bye.
fine. I can see you. Yeah.
Okay, Lisa with a Z. So, good
All
morning,
right.
Lisa.
Those eggs look
Celebrates.
pretty good.
Yeah, I did my thing, man. Let me show you. Show y'all this
Give me
here.
a little, give us our viewers a little
A
something, something.
little shump. Let me show y'all
Ladies,
some.
ladies, here's single.
Okay, the
Okay.
vegan bacon. They go to vegan bacon right there
Yeah.
with the cheese. Come on, man. You see how I'm coming?
Okay. Bon appetit. I feel you. So you usually have like an annual Jet and Friends comedy show. I was looking forward to this year's annual show, which I go to every year, but
Mhm.
obviously the Rona hit everywhere. And then you started doing like these comedy shows at your mom's house. Let me
Yeah.
know what were you thinking like as soon as Corona hit, like for you
Um,
as a comedian?
when Corona hit, I went to like a really deep depression, like, cause I was so used to telling jokes every night. So when it hit and everything just stopped, maybe like a month passed, and I remember just talking to my mom. I was like, "Mom, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like I got to talk to people. Like I need to do something." And she was like, "What you want to do?" I said, Can I invite 10 people over to your house, and we sit on the side of the house and tell jokes?" She was like, "Yeah, go on here, boy." So I was like, "All right, bet." So I went and put it on Facebook, sold 10 tickets in 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, I'm doing a show in Parkway. So oh shit,
Somebody's
I'm sorry,
calling
somebody.
you.
It's all good. I already know
Mhm.
it's comedian coming. So I was like, oh shit. So I sold the 10 tickets, and then I said, Mom, I think I'm gonna need 10 more chairs. Can I bring 20 people instead? She said, yeah, that's cool. Go ahead. So like this is like a week later now. I'm like, hey Ma, um, I think we're gonna need a porta potty because I done sold 75 tickets. I said, we're gonna need a porta
Yeah.
potty because I sold 75 tickets. She's like, what in the world? You inviting all these people to my house and da da da. And then
full
was like
like
2 days.
block party, basically.
Yeah, we built a whole tent, like built a whole vibe, like a lounge outside. And I remember that day, like my mom always act like she's just like so tired of it, but she always front line, ready to help. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that day she was cooking all day, helping me get everything together. We sold food. We sold out of food. We had no more space in the yard. The first time I did it, it was on was it on Mother's Day? I think I did the Mother's Day.
Mother's
Yeah.
Day, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like a nice crowd, nice vibe. Did it
You
again
did
Father's
really
Day.
nice things for the moms though too. Like you had like a party bus going.
Had a party bus going with 100 roses. Like we really did it up for them. We really want to show mothers love, and then we did it again Father's Day. Then again after that, then the hurricane season hit. So just like I just knew I had been watching this lady named Tito. I think her name Tito something. But I remember her going to people's house before the virus hit. She was going to people's house and putting on comedy shows, and I was like, damn, that's so dope. Like I'm gonna come to your house. So I was already playing with it before the virus hit. I probably did like 2 or 3 house shows before that. But when it hit, and I was like, okay, I can go grand now. And I mean, since then, this year alone, I probably did like, since the virus, I probably did like 15 house shows. You know what I'm saying?
That's great.
Like in your house. Like I'm bringing it to your crib. Like me and I'm gonna bring some friends too. It's gonna be a real show inside your house.
Yeah.
I just thought it was very innovative and something very different. You know, wasn't nobody doing it, but they trying to do it now.
Yeah, I went to one of those shows in the front yard, and honestly, I felt like it was a breath of fresh air because quarantine hit everybody differently, and like just you here wanting to speak to people, and people want to get out, and then everything was still safe. I had good food, good drinks that night, great jokes. I was cracking up that night. I needed that laugh for sure. So you weren't just, releasing something out for you. You were also helping other people just, get out, get a good laugh. And that's the important part.
The dopest thing for me, and I mean, it's just that about that whole mama comedy show porch thing was looking at my mom's window, her front window, the same place I used to sit out there and wait for my dad to pull up. I was just sit out there and just wait for different things. But to look out her window and see people in the front yard sitting down, you know what I'm saying, waiting to hear me talk. I was like, yo, mom, this is on some real Bobby Boucher, water boy type shit. Like, remember when everybody was just sitting outside Bobby Boucher at the hospital?
To get him to play the last game.
Yeah, like, well, wake her ass up then.
You can do it.
Yeah, I swear I felt that vibe. I was like, damn, that's crazy. It was just a good experience. I'm glad I did it. I'll do it again.
I'm glad for you. It was a great night for sure. So I did post a short clip of your upcoming sitcom called Rodney. It's dropping on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving weekend. Guys, tune in for that later. I'm gonna definitely share that video on my social media. Can you tell me how you came up with this idea?
Well, I really did go through a really bad breakup like 3-4 years ago, and I just remember just writing my feelings down, like how I felt. Every second I wrote my feelings down, and I don't know why I did it, but I'm glad I did it because a couple months ago, my friend was having a conversation, and we were just talking about like all these shows that deal with that teach women how to deal with breakups and relationships, and you got Girlfriends, you got Living Single, you got all these shows aimed to teach women or to speak on women's behalf of what they go through while dating, and most of the time they're dating Black men. You know what I'm saying? So we started talking, and it took me a long time to heal, and I went through a lot of different things during the healing process. I went through moments of just like being unsure of myself. I remember being depressed and just being so sad. I would look at my dick and be like, "Is it my dick? Like something wrong with my dick?" Like,
yeah.
And I just remember just trying to fuck, just try to fuck my pain away. It wasn't working, and I was drinking, and I was just like going through hell. So I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna find myself." And in the process of finding myself, I found a way to talk about it on stage. I learned how to talk about it on stage. Not only that, we was able to write a whole season or 2 about Black men and dating and how Black men should heal and how Black men should love themselves and try not to blame themselves for everything. So we just started writing on it, and we started talking to different people about it. And as I kept writing, and kept talking to people. More people started to buy into it, and it was like, yo, I think we should do it. And we started shooting it. We put a pilot out, and it just hit so hard. Like the whole experience of dating as a black man, it just hits so much different than a lot of people actually know. You know what I'm saying? Like we always in relationships to prove. Like no, like we ain't gotta prove. Like you are that. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put something. I just want to put something out that's relatable and it's good content. Because I'm not no goofy ass comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a comedian. Like I'm not gonna do goofy shit. You're not gonna see me put no wig on. No disrespect to anybody that put wigs on. But I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm not gonna act like no hoe. I'm not gonna put on no dress. I ain't gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to make. Yeah. So I want to make something that I can do. I can talk about relationships. I can display a good man on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be that. I know right and wrong. Like so.
Okay. I mean, like, what's the underlying message that you're trying to, give people? You just want to bring awareness more to not only just men, but Black men being able to express their emotions more and being able to be more vocal about their healing process.
They go through relationships, they go through breakups, and they'll blame it. They'll forever blame one woman for they'll forever blame women for what one woman did to them. And I was becoming that person. Like I didn't trust. I still find it hard to trust women. I think everything is a lie. And I just want to just show Black men that, hey, man, it happened one time. That don't mean it's gonna happen again. Like we allow people to treat us how they treat us. You know what I'm saying? Right. Regardless of if they treat us, like shit, we allow that. Like because anybody treat me like shit now, anybody making me feel bad about myself now, I'm cutting them off. You know what I'm saying? Like if the first time I gotta question it, I'm cutting you off. I'm not gonna just sit up here and just and waste years of my life again with someone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna do that. So I just want Black men to know that they're the prize.
But at least get to that point where forgiveness, you let go of that. I say it's like a cloud over you at one point. And once you let go of that pain, that hurt, and forgive, I think that you could really be able to move on.
Yeah, forgive. But like I said, don't.
Oh, no. I mean, that you're just because you get cut don't mean you're not going to have a scar. You have that scar to remember. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you move on because once that scar is healed, you can keep moving on with your life. You know what I'm saying?
Keep moving on. Keep it on pushing. Like, he's talking back already. Like the other day, me and his mom, we always try to we're not together, but we always try to spend time, me, her, and him. And it's nothing like crossing the line between us, anything like that. Mm-hmm. And we were just hanging out the other day, and he got mad at me. And he like grabbed my jacket and was like, "Okay, it's time to go, Daddy. You got to go home. It's time to go home." And she was like, "What?" Like he was like, "No, you done. We done here. We done." Like he was packing my shit up and kicking me out his house. Like I was like, "What the hell?" And I really had to leave because he was really ready for me to leave. Like that's it. Like he was ready to eat candy and be bad. So yeah. So eventually I'm gonna write him into it. Yeah. He's 2. Yeah. Eventually I'm gonna write him into it. And he's been going to comedy shows. He's been watching stand-up since he was born. Like I literally remember this baby. I would put on Chris Rock tambourine special, and I would lay him in front of the TV and just like I would watch it because I love watching Chris Rock. And he would sit there and be quiet and watch it. And Chris walk a lot, so he would be quiet and just be watching Chris. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. Like, it's dope. Maybe he a comedian, man. I don't know. He's an entertainer himself. He's a whole show himself. So
you know what I've noticed? The talents that we have also stem down from our parents, and our upbringing. So like I know my mom and my grandmother have always been singers. My father is very athletic, so I kind of have the best of both worlds. Like I like to sing and I like to act, and then I could, I got hands like we was talking about as well like earlier. I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna set up something where we're both gonna be like patted down, gloves on.
Yeah,
it's and going down.
And bring your trainers too, so I can whoop their ass next. You know what I'm saying? Just get everybody out the way in one round.
That's gonna be filmed, and I hope y'all know we're gonna definitely show Rodney knock the fuck out, and I'm gonna pull a Craig and Day Day. You just got knocked the fuck out on your ass.
Bruh, what the fuck? You've been wanting to knock me out since we first started talking. You know, like I'm gonna knock your ass out, Jet. Like I promise you. Like I
No.
just gotta knock you out one time.
Oh. I
That's
feel
what's
like,
up, though.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know. It's hilarious. I think it's the funniest
it's
thing that
always
we've
funny.
had. It always
It's always
is.
funny. Nah, that should be
It'll
so funny,
happen,
though.
though. It's gonna happen one day,
It's
though.
gonna happen
You
one day.
know.
I'm gonna have to whip your trainer ass for real. That's crazy. That's
Stupid.
crazy. He told me so. He is a boxer. He's a world athletic. Yeah, get his ass whooped all around the world too.
All my coaches are killers. Period. They
Mm,
are. They
mm.
are. They got hands.
We gonna see. We
So what do
gonna
you got?
see.
What goals do you got coming up for 2021? Because 2020, I want to say you did good too during this year. I mean, you have had some shows. You're still doing shows right now. You have your pilot dropping. So 2021, I can only imagine it's going to be even better.
I told my friends before we started filming and shit. I told them I was like, hey y'all, hey, I want y'all to know that that the first thing gonna happen with this is I'm gonna get somebody to buy into it. Like off rip, I was like, somebody gonna buy into it. I had a number in my head. I had a number in my head, and I fell short of that number just about just very small fall short of it. But it was able to get going. So I know what's gonna happen. I know when I put out this first episode, I know I'm gonna sell a whole bunch of copies of it. I know it's gonna be a bunch of copies sold and shit. And then I'm gonna sell it to like a major network.
Like BET.
No, it'll probably be like a Netflix or a Hulu,
Okay.
something like that, something simple like that. And then from there, I'm gonna go from after I go to my first streaming to there. Then I know I'm gonna go HBO or something like that with it. Like I just see the vision in this, and I see how everything coming for this. So my main focus in 2021, which is gonna start right now, is to get this show going. You know what I'm saying? It's very artistic. It's something that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
I
it's
love
it's
it.
just yeah. Like that's my main goal. 2021 is to have my my web series Rodney being the number one web series. You know what I'm saying? Like urban web series. I want it to be what everybody talking about. So that's all
I
I'm
love
focused on.
that. I love that. And I love that you use like actual locations from where you grew up and where these scenes like took
Yeah,
place.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
that
That's
you're like at 7-Eleven by, down the street from where you went to school or like,
yeah, yeah,
catching the bus at the BCT, something like that.
yeah. It's that's crazy because I didn't even put the bus scene out there, but there is a scene where I'm like, well, I'm catching a martyr. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
like it's there, like you just speaking that, like it's there, like the vision there. And even with me filming at 7-Eleven, I used to steal from that 7-Eleven when I was legit. Me and my cousin used to go there and steal wine. You know what I'm saying? We used to steal the liquor out of like the wine out of the 7-Eleven. And just for them to be like, just for them to be like, that's cool. Y'all can shoot here. I was just like, damn, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
yeah, it's gonna be you good. It's gonna be crazy. Like yeah, I'm trying to be as organic as I can with this show.
I think you're gonna get there. Do you have
Yeah.
any like sponsors or foundations that like you work with right now?
True Heart. That's what I'm rocking with right now. I'm a brand ambassador for True Heart. I've been with them for like maybe like 3-4 years too. Maybe like 4 years. I've been with them
Yeah.
like 4 years. At first, I started off buying their clothes. I used to buy their clothes and then wear it on stage. And the CEO Mickey, he was like, "Hey man, you been wearing a lot of my stuff at your shows, man. Don't worry about it. Here you go." So every time I get on stage, I'm rocking True. I'm trying to rock True. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I've seen those fits. They
yeah,
look nice.
yeah. We only make shirts now, but one day we'll get into jeans and stuff like that. But right now we just make shirts, and you get scullies, you can get hats and shit. If you guys wanna get online, and it's True Heart, TrueHeart.
It's a great
Check on
brand
Instagram. Yeah, very
for
good brand.
sure. So how can someone contact you for bookings for these shows, either for the in-home shows or for on-stage shows?
Jett Wilson. Don't worry, we will not smoke in your house unless we see you smoking first. When we come to your event, we're not gonna smoke until somebody else fired up. When we see somebody else fired up, we're gonna fire it up too. Like,
All right, you
so
just pass the love. You just pass
yeah,
the love.
Jett Wilson, Jett Wilson.
All right, sounds good. Well, Jet, Rodney, I freaking love you. And thank you so much for taking the time to do this with me. I hope your breakfast was amazing. Not
It
burnt,
was
but
it was
crispy.
all right. It was
For the
crispy. It was pretty
vegans.
good.
For the
I'm good.
vegans.
Yeah, for the vegans, a vegan breakfast. It was pretty good. But I appreciate you for having me on your show. I'm glad I could be one of your guests, man. I really admire you and your drive. And I know this is just gonna get bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna be talking to you on your show. You're gonna be in this big
Studio.
studio
Feel
with
me?
all this crazy shit going on. And I'm like, yo, why
I
you switching up? I'm like, nah, put it back. Put it back where it was at.
2021. We putting that
Yeah.
in we're manifesting that. We putting that in the
Yeah.
universe. Shout
But
out
keep
to
it,
anybody
but
that's
keep it,
looking for a nice little host right now. Hello.
yeah, keep it organic though, like you got it though. I like this. This is real cool. And
I honestly, that's what I
anytime.
want. That's what I want. I just want realness. I want my people to get to know who you are. I have amazing people in my life. I'm very, very blessed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. And I always try to put out positive vibes and motivate everybody, even if it's just like, just have a great day. You know, some people
Hmm.
can, your whole day can change by just a little phrase. Like, all right, you know what? I'm going to do a little better today. I'm going to smile at somebody today.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
gotta smile.
saying? Smiling. And that's the great thing about having you in my life. You constantly make me laugh. We're constantly cracking jokes on each other. And we are able to not only communicate about just jokes, but we also talk about life. And we're also
Hmm.
able to motivate each other to succeed. So that's what I
Most
love
most
about our
definitely.
friendship. Yeah.
And I love you, and I love you more. Okay.
All right, all right. I don't know how you're gonna feel once I knock you out, though. So,
Yeah, I might not love you no more.
all right,
Add that
guys.
shit
Well,
out.
all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the Lisa with the Z podcast. It's been a great one. Have a good night.